Right, so let's go over some of my projects now. Some of my previous projects included Toddler Doll Accessory Line, Replace Assembly Project, Acquisition of Electronic Toy Manufacturer, EDI Supplier Software System, Retail Store Expansion in Northeast, Warehouse Facility Consolidation, Expansion of Mail Order Catalog Business to Asia, New Inventory Control System for Warehouse, Virtual Doll Community, and Bookstore Cafe and Writers Club. So with the toddler doll accessory line, this is one of the first ones I picked. This one, you're not going to want to, for your first couple choices, it is recommended to not, I recommend to not go for the highest NPV, but don't go for the lowest at the same time. Go for something that's low risk with the middle numbers in between, some of those middle ones to get a good foundation built prior to going for taking a risk, or maybe, you know, going the other route and going cheaper to and below risk. Either way works. Obviously, it is situational depending on how every outcome is different. There's no two businesses that are alike. The toddler doll accessory line, it was a low risk. I selected it like I said, I just selected it in 2009. The project costs in total were completely paid for by 2015, which is also great, which means the project was a complete success. You can tell since all of these numbers, the original projections they're higher than all of the original projections, as you saw from the dashboard. Net sales are still projected to increase, even though there are no costs for this project. We're still making money. This is all green from here. This is what people consider to be in the green. With, again, like I explained prior, the cost of goods sold are always going to increase as long as the net sales are increasing. Gross profit is also increasing. With net sales, gross profit will increase. Let's go to another one. Replace assembly equipment at Sacramento facility. I selected this 2 years later. I selected this because it was a very cheap project cost, and some of the cheaper ones, when you're able to you have enough to be able to take some lower risks, always you should take them, because I mean, if they're low risk, then it's obviously there's not a lot of money into it. Obviously, there's a 0.08 for lifetime project cost, which I was able to pay off probably in one payment. In real life, the business would be able to pay off this little bit in one payment. So as long as they're smart choices and they fit your strategy and they're cost effective, obviously, like this, because I mean, obviously you're not going to make sales off of this, but it was something that needed to be done, because obviously now with the replacement of all of the assembly equipment, the company is now more efficient, and I don't know, there's just maximizing efficiency is always the main goal in a company. It's the best way to make money. Moving on to acquisition of electronic toy manufacturer. This one was a high risk. Nonetheless, it was a expensive choice, obviously 71.5, but this was my main choice. This was my main thing. It went right along with the efficiency. As long as I maximized efficiency before I went into something high risk, there was always a decent chance for it to be successful. Again, with supplying software, this helps you be very efficient in the workplace. The breadth of software that you need, I'm still technically paying that off. I probably financed that somewhere along the line. The NPV, IRR don't really matter for these, because they're more internal investments more than external investments to actually make money. I'm not going to go through all the recent projections. I'm running pretty long on time explaining everything in the clearest detail as possible. But just looking at the list, I had retail store expansion, warehouse facility consolidation, expansion of mail order catalog businesses. Um, all of these kind of coincide with each other with staying, you know, as long as I needed to make sure I had enough facilities that were being utilized instead of, maybe having some of the warehouses not being utilized as much as the other ones, which if those are not being utilized as much, then those are a wasted profit, which would increase my depreciation. And that is why I chose to consolidate some of them to help with some potential depreciation that could have been a cost, like not a cost effective method if I didn't choose this consolidation method. But I mean all in all, this simulation is a complete success, and this is an ideal situation of what you would want to look for. But yes, this has been Philip Kirby. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you find as much success as I did. Thanks.